The Shackleton Expedition. On December 5, 1914, explorer Ernest Shackleton set sail for the South Pole. Shackleton hoped to be the first person to cross Antarctica by land. His strategy was to land his ship, the Endurance, on one side of the continent. Another group would land on the other side and set up camp. He and his men would hike across the land and meet the others. Problems started, however, before they could even get there. In February, the Endurance became trapped in ice, far from where they'd hoped to land. Shackleton's men tried to break the boat free from the ice, but it would not budge. Shackleton knew they could not survive a hike in the frigid winter, so he decided to camp in the boat and wait until spring. The crew waited and waited. Finally, in August of 1915, the ice broke. The crew continued their cautious trip through the ice in weather that was often rough. They lived through dangerous blizzards and below freezing temperatures. In October, the ship became trapped again. This time, the boat did not survive. The pressure of the ice made it split apart and sink. Shackleton and his men took what they could and left the boat. They now knew they would never cross the continent. All they cared about was survival. They set up camp and spent several months on the ice. Soon, however, the ice began to break up. The crew started to run low on food and beverages. Finally, Shackleton knew they had to leave. They took their lifeboats to nearby Elephant Island. Soon after that, Shackleton and 5 crew members set out for help. They had to travel 800 miles to the island of South Georgia in a lifeboat. 22 crew members stayed behind on Elephant Island. Amazingly, the lifeboat made the trip. By May, Shackleton's crew had safely reached a whaling camp. Over the next few months, Shackleton tried to save the people on Elephant Island 3 times, but the seas were too rough. In August, the weather was finally right. He was astonished to find that every member of his crew was still alive. Today, Shackleton's story remains an incredible reminder that you should never give up hope. Number 1. Why did Shackleton go to Antarctica? 2. What was the first problem the crew had to deal with? 3. When did the Endurance sink? 4. Where did Shackleton leave most of his crew when he went to South Georgia? 5. Why did Shackleton have to try 3 times to save the Elephant Island crew?